Let's talk about correlation between the hooks and the body, or what I call breaking resistance. This is one of the most important things in creative ads, and that is where a lot of advertisers get it wrong. People put so much effort into the first 3 seconds, the hook, that they forget about what comes after. They use nonsense hooks, and I said it very clear. Nonsense, nonsense, and nonsense. It's when you use something that gets attention but has no relation to your product or to your message. For example, you show a video of someone running and falling, and then suddenly your product appears. Or you take a random viral clip from a social media, put it at the start, and then drop your ad body right after. Does it get people to stop scrolling? Yes. Does it increase your hook rate? Sure. You might get 40%, 50%, or even 60% of people watching past those 3 seconds. But what happens next? Nothing. Because the body doesn't match the hook. You made people laugh or shock them, but now they're confused. And confusion kills conversions. Think about it. If you attract people with something unrelated, you're pulling the wrong audience. They didn't come to hear about your product. They came for the laugh. Ha ha ha. So when you transition to your body, the breaking resistance part drops off. And if you don't drop off, maybe they click, but they don't buy because the whole ad doesn't feel aligned. And that's what I call nonsense. And nonsense hooks make nonsense ads. Now, let's talk about the body, or what I call the breaking resistance. This is the part of the ad where the conversion happens. This is where you text someone who is naturally saying no and you walk them towards a yes. Humans are built to resist being sold to. That's natural. So the body of your ad has to explain or prove why the viewer needs your product or service. It's where your answer objections, show value, and build trust. So if your hook and body doesn't match, the whole thing falls apart. The hook might be funny or viral, but the body is about your product, your offer, your solution. If there is no correlation, you lose the audience. And if it doesn't matter if your CTR goes up or your hook rate looks amazing in Ads Manager, the conversions aren't there. The ad will never be a winner. Picture that. Let me put it simply. Hook rate is cool, but conversions are everything. You can brag about your hook rate all you want, but if you're turning off the ad after a week because the sales aren't there, what's the point? You wasted time, money, and energy on nonsense. So what should you do instead? You need to build hooks that directly connect to the body. If the body is where you break the resistance, the hook is the door to that. So open the door in the right way. There are 3 simple ways to do this. Show the pain right away. Don't make people wait if your product solves a big problem. Put the pain in the first 3 seconds. Make them feel it. Then use the body to show how you solve it. Show them the solution right away. If your product has a clear benefit, start with that. Then the body can go deeper and explain why it works and why they need it right now. Give them a reason to stay. This is simple. Make them curious. Promise that if they watch the next 15 or 20 seconds, they'll see something that makes their life easier, saves them money, or solves their pain. Then deliver on that promise in the body. That's how you create alignment. The hook gets them into the body keeps them there, and the conversion happens at the end of the funnel. Now, let's think about the attention game. People already give you little time to watch your hook, 3 seconds, even less. So ask yourself, if they're so impatient at the beginning, how much time they're gonna give you to watch the whole body, which can be between 15 or 20 seconds long. If the hook was random or nonsense, the drop-off is gonna be brutal. If the hook is clear and relevant, it will directly tie to the body. Then you have a real chance of keeping them. That's the correlation. A strong, relevant hook sets up the body. The body breaks the resistance, and together it creates a conversion. Without that, you just have numbers that looks good on paper but don't turn into sales. So the next time you're tempted to use some viral nonsense just to grab the attention, stop and ask yourself, does this prepare the viewer for what comes next? If the answer is no, don't use it, because nonsense hooks only gives you nonsense results. And that's why so many advertisers fail. They confuse attention with conversions. Attention is cheap, conversions is not. You need both, and they need to work together. The hook starts the story, the body continues, and the CTA closes. Miss that connection and the ad dies. So remember this, hook rate is nice, but it means nothing if the body doesn't convert. The body is the place where you break the resistance and drive the conversion. The hook and body must work together, not against each other. And if you rely on nonsense hook, your conversions will always suffer. That's the truth, and that's the game.